Yeah, man. Man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What's up? Yeah. What up, y'all? What's the goings on, man? Oh shit. What's the goings ons? What's the going on? Yeah, man, we here, man. Beautiful day out here, man. The festivities. We're having a good time. Big up, Rusty. What's good? What's good? Have a happy holiday. If I don't speak to you before then, or don't speak to you on then, it look like you're having a good time out there. Sun shining. It's cold up here. It's cold up here in the north. This cold makes you want to give it up sometimes, man. But I'm gonna tell you what Napoleon Hill said. He said the winter isn't the time to go dormant. It's the time to build. So a lot of people want to just hide in the winter, but they say that's the best time to start getting your shit together. And I think I doubled that. Yeah, man. So it's a great day today. And I had one of my young boys as he was out. Like we have, like I said, man, where I work at, man, there's a lot of chicks, man, a lot of females, man. And sometimes when they get to talking and shit, it sounds like you ever. Do you remember Napoleon Dynamite when he went into the chicken coop and all those chickens were just going crazy and he was just like, damn, it was just loud and he had to run up out of there. So I don't like to look unsociable. So man, I just strolled out and just was chilling on the outside of our department, and the young boy come out and he goes, "Yo, why are you?" No, he just comes out. He goes, "Yeah, there's too many females up in there." And I was like, "Yeah, man, that's I said it exactly." And it's like, man, it's a different time, man. Different time, different day. You know what I'm saying? It's like it ain't the same. You know what I mean? There was a time when you would be like, yeah, man, it's cool going to work, hanging out with, you get to talk to the chicks and shit. But a lot have changed, man. A lot has changed. It's not even that no more. You can't kick it to chicks in the job no more because you might risk losing your job. And do you know back in the day, that was one of the most common ways couples got together. It was one of the most highest ranked ways where couples met each other. Was at work. They worked together. Yeah, but now that's just done. You lose your job for that shit now. You will lose your job. Fucking around with these bitches, man. And I'm sorry about that. Well, I'm not gonna say the N word. But yeah, you'll lose your job now. You might cause you might make her feel uncomfortable. And then she's gonna say she's scared. And then blah blah. And then more blah 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 blah. So you gotta be careful, man. You have to be careful. All right? Be careful. Because you don't want to be out here. You don't want to be out here just getting in trouble, losing jobs, being considered a creep. You know? And it happens to a lot of brothers, man. It happens to a lot of people, man. And it's not, and you know what? He might not even be a creep. He's just one of them guys that likes to talk to the ladies. But now, when you're at a job now, that's considered unprofessional, and you get Me Too'd, and then that's your ass. That's your ass. You know what I'm saying? Women run a lot of shit, man. See, a lot of us guys, we like when you go up, there are a lot of women in a lot of positions. All right, and they will hire they will hire girls and more girls, right? And then you just notice that it's not how it's supposed to be, man. Men aren't supposed to be bossed by women. You know what I'm saying? It causes things because you're working with somebody. Females have a different type of ego than us. They don't want to. They don't believe in teamwork. Women don't like to can't lift heavy shit, and most women lie on their applications. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time. See, my aunt, she used to be a foreign exchange student, kind of. I don't really want to tell her position, and I can't really tell her college that she used to work at. She used to come and get like foreign, like minorities and stuff like that into her college, and right, and she would and I'm telling you, it was like she would notice that a lot of females were going to college at that time. You know what I mean? But a lot of them weren't really like passing or graduating. A lot of them were getting pregnant in college or some other stuff would happen. I mean, when I was in college, that was like the first time I've ever heard someone call grape on somebody. And it took my man out. I don't know if he did it. I don't know what happened. All I know is that he got kicked out of school. And she was out of school, and it was just crazy. And like, it was like the weirdest, being in the weirdest position, especially when you got Polo coming up to you talking about, they want to ask you questions about what time you seen this person or what time you seen that person. You know what I mean? And like in those days, girls was going into, we used to hang out with chicks all day and have, at night, all night we would be chilling and hanging out. But it changed. It's changed. Because if somebody now, she can lie on you, and you're going to have to straighten out that shit. before you move into anything. That whole thing is gonna have to get situated because you won't be able to make no moves. You won't be able to make no moves if you're jammed up with somebody thinking that you committed a smex or something, some smexual. You'll get ripped apart. Man, I'm telling you, because I mean it's the new weapon. Look at Jordan. Look at that chick Jordan did to that little young boy Tylil. All right? And what's crazy is they're so brazen. Cause they will they tell you they're gonna lie on you. They'll tell you that they're gonna lie on you. Have a good one, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. You gotta be careful out here nowadays. You gotta be careful, man. And let me tell you, like I saw one situation where this dude is trying to kick it to another female, but these females are dressed up like men. Well, you know, when they pretend to be men, you know what I'm saying? When they pretend to be men, right? I don't know how I could say it because that's how my TikTok, that's why my boy's TikTok got snatched. Toxic nerd, that's why he's over here, right? They're women bodies, but they want to. I don't understand. I have no idea why a woman would want to be a man. But I mean, I know being a man is awesome, but also being a man is totally different. You know what I'm saying? Brothers is out here trying to work it out, and that's what I kind of love that about brothers now. Brothers aren't. I like we're talking and opening up discussions, but the one main thing is that we have, even though we all have a long way to go with the men talking, and men, we don't really respect each other all that much. We respect each other for the damage that we can possibly do to each other, but we don't really respect each other like that. You know, we don't really respect each other like that. 'Cause I get kind of offended when I think that another man's smarter than me. He might have made a lot of better decisions than me at a certain time, but maybe I'm a little smarter in certain situations. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of brothers, a lot of men need to get on the same page because it seems like more we beef with each other and talk, but there's no way to make it a respectful topic, you know, because I know, and I got a lot of bros in this movement. I follow a lot of brothers. I follow a lot of the, you know, other MGTOW channels and stuff because I like some of the stuff that they talk about. It's not, you know what I mean? I don't feel that I have to pigeonhole myself into just one group of men and stuff like that. But it's hard to because you hear motherfuckers talking shit. Well, not even talking shit, but saying things that you totally don't agree with, which we don't have to agree. You know what I mean? We don't have to agree with each other all the time on every topic. But we need to understand that sometimes some of us talk out the side of our neck. And when you talk about just because a man is smarter because of his race, I have to question those. I have to question that. I have to question that. I don't think a man is smarter just because of his race. You know, I met a lot of dumbass brothers, and I met a lot of dumbass brads. Right? So to just say a man is smarter because of his race, I have to call bullshit on that. But I mean, and just because I call bullshit on it, don't mean I have any hatred or anything towards those men that say believe that. But we have to hold them to a certain standard. Because if you're that smart, then prove it. You know, prove that you're smarter than me. Prove that you're smarter than a whole race just because of your color. That goes for both ways. That goes both ways. That shit is fucking that's a transformer ways, man. It has both ways. Prove it. And nobody's proving nothing. You know? I know the only thing I think that men are proving is that we know how to separate ourselves. We know how to avoid things that don't help us in certain ways. But just following what one motherfucker says because he thinks that shit is true, then I call bullshit on it. I call bullshit on it, and I mean that. But they that's not the way. We're not rhyming with that. We're not rocking like that. You know? For real, for real. You know? So just know that's what it is. Alright? Just know that. And I big up to all the bros in MGTOW, man. You know what I mean? And I say big up to all of them. But we all got to kind of sweep out some of this old thinking. We got to stop some of this old thinking. Some of this old stinking thinking. All right? Because, yo, I'll tell you what. Like my man said, these hoes get moist. They get moist when they see men arguing amongst each other. It makes them horny. It makes them real horny, man. And what's crazy, the crazy shit is we're being mind raped by women that are in the mentality of 14-year-old kids. Right? They say women, they frontal lobes. Their frontal lobe is jammed up. Right? They have problems because, like I'm telling you, I mean, every time they tell you men ain't shit and men aren't that and men is stupid and ooh, they're smarter than us, right? So how are they getting pregnant by all these dumb dudes? I mean, how is this possible? How is it possible? Right? If they're so smart, how are these guys Jedi mind tricking these chicks? How is this possible? Their frontal lobe, the frontal lobe. See, women. I didn't really want to talk about women like this today, but women, they want to be victims, but they want to be the ruler. You know what I mean? And you can't be both. A ruler can't be a victim. But that's what we're living through right now. And everybody, and these women, they don't. What's crazy is When you hear them say something and you're like, yo, do you know what you just said? And they will see, that's weird. Like when a woman, if you're talking to a person and they answer and they say something that's totally off the wall, right? They say some shit that you're like, what the fuck? Then you look at them like, yo, do you know what you just said? And they're like, they don't be caring, bro. That purple. The purple one. Yeah. Well, you gotta watch. Yo, they live in easy mode, right? A lot of these hoes live in easy. They do not know how it is to live as a man. They will never know. They don't. They will never understand that. These women live in easy mode. You know. They put their hand. They want. They don't. They want to be able to put their hands on you. And they believe that if you touch that woman back after she put her hands on you, you're not a man. So what are you if you let a woman put their hands on you? What happened to that one brother? All right? What happened to that one brother who was with his kids, watching his child, while his baby mom went out somewhere? He was wondering where she was. She got mad and called the cops on him, trying to get him to leave. And she made a direct threat and said, yeah, I'm going to get him out of here. And the cops didn't even get down the block. And she popped this man. All right? Killed this man. Shot this man. All right? Your life is worthless to these hoes, man. Unless you are giving something to them and doing what they want. If you don't do what they want, these women will tear you apart. They will take your life easy and then blame it on you that you did something to them. All right? How many times have you heard brothers, or we've been watching videos where you see a female hit a man, call cops, then the cops come, right? They put their hands on you, and they calling the cops because it's that old shit of whoever called the cops first, right? Whoever called the cops first wins, right? Right? Yo, let me tell you a story. One time, I was, you know what, I'm gonna save that for later. But brothers, just be long and behold, be careful out here. A lot of these women, they have a vendetta against men and they'll just use it to you. All right? And every female thinks they're a 10. Every female thinks that you owe them something. No woman could ever be a loser. Yo, I'm telling you, you guys have the world. You have the world against you, right? And these hoes will use it as much as possible. All right? You think it's a joke. But brother, I'm telling you, it's not a joke. It's actual factual shit. right? Brothers are killing each other left and right over females. I was talking to someone the other day, and you're like, yo, you two motherfuckers fight over this dumb bitch, kill each other. He's like, yo, we'll kill you, we'll delete each other over this female, right? And guess what? She will be hunching on somebody that night if she wanted to. You see, you guys don't have that you guys don't have that life. Men don't have the life where somebody's gonna come to save them. Like, we make a bunch of decisions that eventually we'll marry someone and they'll be able to take care of. Yo, no, that is not the men's lifestyle. We don't have that. We don't have that. We gotta live and deal with every mishap. We must deal with we must face every consequence of our decisions. Women don't know about that. Women don't know about that. See, it makes a lot of sense. Because back in the day when you saw a chick getting smashed and guys like, yeah, boy, you hear that she boning everybody, she still thinks that she's the shit because she ain't boned you. You know? She thinks that she has body. Back in the day, these bodyguards, because they'd be like, yeah, I ain't boning him. But then she boned this dude and that dude. Now they like her bodyguards. They like her sponsor, whatever. It used to be crazy. Absolutely bonkers. But that's how it is. That's how it is, brothers. Yo, don't forget to check out that Toxic Nerd TikTok channel. The most suppressed channel. He'll be back live on the 23rd. We're going to go crazy Christmas Eve. All right? We're going to black out on Christmas Eve. All right? These women, they stick together, but they don't stick together. But they have access to everything. You know, they have access to everything, brothers. All right. They have access to everything, and they will attack you as soon as you say no. There's no loyalty at all. All right. So remember that shit. When you think that these bitches is loving you, when you start thinking that you special. When you're thinking that you special, just remember these hoes are gonna let you. You're gonna tell her no. Tell her no if you think you're so special. Tell her no if you think that she's so in love with you. Tell her no. And on top of that, go through her cell phone. If you can go through her cell phone, if you can go through your significant other's cell phone. If you can go through her cell phone anytime you want, at the drop of it, without a notice, I don't think a lot of y'all can do that. So until you can do that, right? You shouldn't be trying to give men no advice on relationships or trying to talking them into going getting married. You know, if you could go through your girl's phone and be like blah blah blah, or if you could tell her no, you tell her no. A dude cannot tell his wife no more than 3 times, and especially on some shit that she really wants, you can't tell her no. So you know that's not a relationship. That's being a hostage, bro. All right, so don't give me that. Unless you really, if you bossing doing boss shit, and you doing everything, you take her phone, you take this, you do that, you do all that shit, then you might be able to say something with some little bit of relevancy. But if you're not able to do none of them things in front of us, if you can't do none of that, then homie, you need to shut the F up. If your girl, all right, so, and I'm not even, I'm just telling you, there's and you will not be the first one to think that you are special, because almost every man that is in this space or tried to give information on this space has been in some situation where they thought they were special, right? So if you can't do that, if you're not doing that, if you're not handling business like that, like a boss up way, where, then bro, don't do it. Don't do it. So don't forget the Toxic Nerd on TikTok. All right, get it up. Give it up. Toxic Nerd shit, baby. That's the situation, man. That's the situation, bro. You gotta be on it. On it, loving it, handling your business, man. All right? Don't let these hoes try to run that shame shit on you. Don't let these hoes shame you. Don't let these hoes shame you. You don't have to hold no door open for nobody. All right? The female shouldn't be telling you what a man is, what a real man is. I'm telling you, don't let these hoes get leverage. You impregnating hoes. They walking around with your seed acting like they walking around with your crown on. Ugh.